What's up, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video. I'll be reacting to Wonder Woman 1984 official trailer. Now, yesterday, I reacted to that teaser. I did not know that most of it was Gal Gadot saying that, oh, if you do the Wonder Woman thing, your best Wonder Woman pose, that I guess you can get it earlier. The trailers, I'm not sure, but I was like, oh, so I didn't upload it. I didn't realize it was that short. Almost made me feel like maybe I should watch these ahead of time, because I know there's reactors out there that do that. I can tell. You think you're slick and say it's a raw reaction. I can tell you're watching it ahead of time, just in giving me preparing your notes, so you sound like you know what you're talking about. Anyway, I really liked Wonder Woman. Well, yeah, I really liked it. I was gonna say maybe I should I don't like to say I love the movie or anything like that, because every movie has its flaws. But I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I've seen it. I saw it. I think I only saw it once in theaters, and then I've seen it at least 4 or 5 times since then when I bought it on DVD. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't mind the ending. Like, people say, oh, this guy turned into this weird British looking dude turned into I must say Stephen Aries and stuff. I was like, well, he still looked menacing. They're like, he should look like this, and they showed like a picture of the way he looks, and most people I saw posting like when he looks at Injustice, or he looks like that also like in the comic books, but he's like dark black skin, and then everything else looks the same. So I was like, what was really different about that? Like, the fight scene looked cool. I mean, she was like, oh, it's too much CGI. I was like, listen, I remember I had a conversation with a gentleman on Instagram, and he was talking about that with, I think it was a Instagram channel. They all about Wonder Woman news, Wonder Woman comics, everything. I just Wonder Woman. I forget what it's called, but they started criticizing that insane. I was like, yeah, I mean, of course the CGI didn't look that real and everything like that. So, but of course you can see that. But I said, but it was fine. And he brought up what did he say? Well, no, I said, well, what do you think about the ending of the Avengers? So pretty much any Marvel movie, or I guess you say DC. But I was like, because I usually bring up the contrast with different companies. Oh, it was best. It was the greatest thing. I was like, well, because his argument was because it was CG. That it wasn't like it looked fake. It was CG. So I was like, well, all this shit's CG. Like, do you not like that either? And he was like, well, that was good. And I'm like, well, how was that bad if your only problem was the CG? I could see if it was the writing, maybe the direction, the action you didn't like or something like that. But your only argument that you're making is that the CG looked fake. Like, the CG, all the CG looked fake. Like, the Hulk just looks fake. Like, in the movie, all those people look fake. It's like all those aliens, it looks fake. Iron Man looks fake in that. I mean, I was like, he looks better in that than he did in Infinity War. Infinity War I did not like when they went full CG. I liked it better when they had, a practical suit, or at least part of a practical suit, like the upper body, and then they enhanced it with CG. That looked better than, because I'm like, if you either do all CG from the get-go, or do practical and then enhance it with CG. Don't do practical and then enhance with CG and then go later on to all CG, because it always looks off. Even if you do all CG and then you go to practical and CG, it looks off, because now that one looks real, because it has an actual basis. It's not all generated in a computer. It has real parts on it, and it's just lightly enhanced with CG. Like, because I've seen VFX artists do that. It's to talk about that. They say either do one or the other. Do not go from one to the other, or make them or mix it up because it looks. People will point it out and it'll look weird. But anyway, let's get into Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. I want you to do that so bad. It just is a throwaway thing. Anyway, let's get into this. Here we
go. My life hasn't been what you probably think it
she
has.
startled me. I didn't even see it for a second.
We all have our struggles. Have you ever been in love? A long, long time ago. You?
He's coming back.
Yeah, all the time.
You sound like a stalker. I'm in love all the time, but the other people don't know they're in love with me.
Welcome to the future.
Oh, is she like
Life is good, but it can be better.
obsessed with Wonder Woman? I wonder.
And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it. Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today. But
You saved the world.
Steve.
No. I take what I want in return.
Oh yeah, isn't he playing
Everyone will see.
Max Lord? I love when she used her super speed. Yeah, she was kind of good at that.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Oh, she got to go back there?
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
This chick is whipping lightning bolts. Some music.
All art.
That just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
That must be like a hell of a culture shock. Like he's from the 19 what that was World War I, so that was like the when did it start? 1817, 15. Anyway, so that must be like just that'd be like bringing someone back from the past. They probably just have a heart attack or die of shock. You see the way the world is now. They wouldn't even be able to live in it. They try to adapt. Even if you brought someone back who you think is highly intelligent, I feel like they wouldn't even be able to adapt to it. They just be like, I don't know how to do anything in this world. I mean, I guess you have a mathematician. Well, I guess I can teach math, but how much has math changed since then, since that daytime period? This trailer look pretty good. Why am I talking about a bunch of bullshit? This trailer look pretty good though. I like the lightning whipping. She was riding the lightning. When is she just gonna be able to fly? She had some suit on that gave her like archangel wings or something, and I just want her to just fly. Just fly. Like you just have her fly. We don't need it. Like, oh, because what was it? Wonder Woman didn't fly. Was that? I think that was earlier when they had the whole invisible jet thing and stuff like that. And I saw, cause didn't they have an invisible jet? I remember seeing like some photos and it's supposed to be like an invisible jet, like a model or something like that. And I saw some people like, well, you supposed to be able to see her, and I'm like, they only did that in the cartoon. because they wanted you to see, because children are stupid, and they wanted you to be able to see that, so you know that she's flying an invisible jet. Like that'd be like the Avengers when they jet turned invisible, had that cloaking mechanism on it, so you could see the people. Like, come on, like that's stupid. Why would they do that now? Even if you were saying you want it as like a nostalgia thing, as a callback, that's still stupid. Like, no, don't do that. Don't listen to people. Like studios do not listen to people when they say. I'm glad they didn't, because they would just ruin everything. And they were like, well, I ain't spending any money on it. That's you want to spend hundreds of $1,000,000 on it. So anyway, this looked pretty good. I actually am highly anticipating it. Like I was kind of, I had my excitement kind of like medium. I don't like to get too excited for things, but because then you end up getting disappointed most of the time. But I was like, this looks pretty good. I like it. I know I'm tired of all these SJWs and feminists with their agendas. Oh, I'm sorry. I just watched some YouTube video. Some people talking about the new James Bond trailer. How not SJW, but more, I guess, woke it is. And people say she's not my James Bond, the woman. I was like, the black woman in it. I forget her name, but I was like, yeah, she's not James Bond. James Bond is in the movie. How is she? Like people still think, because I guess that rumor that came out that she was supposed to be the new James Bond or something. But then it was like, oh no, she's actually the new 007 because James Bond retired, so he got replaced, and she's a female 00. That's it. And then this is woke because she's in like the movie would be, I guess you would say, woke if they don't have sex. If they have sex in it, nothing's changed. So, so it's not woke. That trailer wasn't woke at all. That's it because it's like a strong female character in it. Oh, it's woke now. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I know some of these YouTubers, they have their audience and they have to cater to the audience. I mean, you see some of these people with the name of their channel. They're trying to create controversy so people go watch them because controversy sells. I understand that. I'm not blind to that. It's just so. Sometimes it's just so fake, and they reach so much. Like if it was something that yeah, someone's really pushing a feminist agenda, and your channel's kind of like against any type of agendas like that. Particularly, you see channels go against really female agendas. I could see that maybe if it was really pushing it, but that James Bond trailer, that's a reach, saying that this is a woke trailer. Like, I was like, how is it woke? Just because it's like a strong female in the trailer, and she's black. I was like, it's woke now. Like, anyway, it was like weird because I'm like, you're reaching so much to try to squeeze some out of this for your audience. Like apparently it works. They get thousands of views, thousands of likes, thousands of common people, and they go, "Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, it's woke. Get woke, go broke." Like this is another movie I won't be watching. I'm like, okay. So I didn't watch. He said, "You didn't watch Captain Marvel." He said he's not watching Black Widow. He didn't watch Wonder. I said, "Something you just have a problem with female-led movies." And he's like, "Well, I liked Aliens," and stuff like, okay, but just because you like one doesn't mean that you don't have a problem with female-led. Like, because that's like someone I have a black friend, and you say something that could be deemed racist. Like, I have a black friend. I'm not racist. Like, that doesn't really make you not racist. I've had people I thought were my friends that, and they were like, they said something. I'm like, whoa, dude, like, what you doing? And they're like, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm black, you know. And they're like, yeah, but you're one of the good ones. Like, what? One of the good ones? What the fuck you talking about? He said, yeah, well, you talk, you know, you talk, and you pronounce your words. You don't, you know, I said, well, I'm humble, but has nothing to do with where I came from. It's not like a hood thing. Even I wasn't really raised in the hood for like a long period of time, but still, like, I was like, what? The argument is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. But I guess it makes sense to them until someone explains something like that makes no sense. And why doesn't it make sense at all? And then I never thought of it like that. Yeah. Anyway, this trailer is awesome. Why am I getting off on that? I think because I watched that recently, like 4 or 5 hours ago, and it was just so stupid. Like there's such a reach to try to squeeze it, because their channel is known for bringing out, well, I'm so sick of wokeness, or I'm so sick of forced diversity type stuff or whatever. I was like, oh my god. So they just get over yourself. I just don't watch it. They don't watch any of that stuff, and then you'll be fine. If it's something that I don't want to look at, I just don't watch. Whether it's some person who has some type of agenda that I don't like, that I don't agree with, or whatever. Or I don't like what they said, or what. I don't watch it. That's it. I've never not watched them because someone white. I mean, in that case, I wouldn't watch anything. Like, or someone black or Hispanic, or Asian, whatever. But I just don't watch it. Well, you get upset, like, you need to go back and make, like, why are you putting black people, like that's like forced diversity. They have a role where they put a black person. Why is it like, people talk about it was forced diversity for Finn in Star Wars. I remember when that first trailer came out for Force Awakens, people talking about it was forced diversity because he was in it. And I saw a bunch of racist stuff about because of the trailer, he jumped up like from the bottom of the frame, and a bunch of comments about what is the nigger doing. It was stupid. I'm like, Lando was in this movie, like, well, he was in the trilogy. Like, it's not like, I guess because it was another black person, but he's the lead, starting off this new trilogy. And you have Rey, who's a female. So now you have a white woman and a black man leading kind of the charge. So I guess that was forced diversity. I'm like, oh my god. I'm just like, whatever, dude. I mean, you don't like it, just don't watch it. I mean, even if you put that in it and then the movie isn't good, they say the movie isn't good. See, it was bad because they put a woman and a black dude in the lead. Like, I've seen people criticize that Fantastic Four movie, the most recent one. That movie was bad because they made Michael B. Jordan Johnny Storm. Like, that movie had a lot of problems, and that was not one of them. Like, like you saying his acting, but like, no, but just the fact that they went against the source material, made him black. I don't know, so like, but his character has nothing to do with him being white. Like, it's not essential to him being white. It's not essential for his character to be white for that character to exist. Like people say, well, when we made Black Panther, like, yeah, but you have to change a lot of stuff to make Black Panther, to make that make sense. To where it's a white guy who's the king of an African country. You know, it's very mixed, like it's white and black people in there or something. And then you have to say, well, thousands of years ago, white people were one of the tribes, or two, or however you want to say, one of those 5 tribes that who took over and became the Black Panther and became the king of Wakanda. You had to backtrack all that. That's what I said. Like when Wonder Woman, I used to say Wonder Woman couldn't be black until I remember in the animated series and stuff, like, you know, Justice League, where they had black Amazonian. It's, oh, well, she can be black because if you change that, all you have to do is add black people. So, well, these black people are always there. So, oh, well, then she could be black, you know. But then, I mean, you have to say, well, because you could just say, well, her mother's black. I mean, because she doesn't exist, she's not a real person. She was black. Like, I mean, even Bruce Wayne. I was seeing people say, oh, Bruce Wayne history goes back. And there were no rich black people in America. in like the 17, 1800s or something. And I was like, oh my god. But anyway, I was like, let's be real. People only go as far back as Bruce Wayne and Thomas Wayne. No one goes back any further than that. So let's not. They're like, well, he can't be back because that means you have to go back hundreds of years and make them all like, oh my god. Like, won't you just make it where? Because like even in the Dark Knight trilogy, they made that as if Thomas Wayne started that whole company, and it was not any history of his family being rich. It was Thomas Wayne started the company, and now he's rich. It wasn't any ancestral money that has been just funneled down through the years, and everyone's rich in his family, stuff like that. So that argument is stupid. Anyway, I'm sorry. The stuff just. I see stuff like that just irritates. Like, if you have an argument, it makes sense. But when you start reaching like that, and you don't even really explain in your video why, you really feel like you just keep saying, "This is woke and I don't like this," and all stuff, but you don't really delve into how this particular thing is woke. You're just saying that as a reference. Like, I don't like, and it's reaching. It's like debate teams where people just say whatever to try to, or they'll make fun of the person to try to get people on their side. Like, this person didn't even say facts or really good opinions or anything. Like, he just made fun of the person. I guess he won. Like, like he or she won. Like, all right. But anyway, this looks good. I'm gonna check this out. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy my reaction. If you get this far, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to do comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all next video. Peace.